Howdy there, friends. It's Courtney Alcott, your local realtor here in Georgetown, Texas, Keller Williams Lone Star. And I just wanted to take you on a little drive with me today. So I did a little intro video, but here we go. I got a new hat today. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I kind of talked about it on the main video. But it's basically, what accent? Surely, I'm not the one with an accent. Texas born, Texas raised, Southeast Texas in the Piney Woods. Now I've been out here in Central Texas for about a little over 26 years. But I still often get people saying, oh, I've been here visiting, or I've been here working, or I've been here interviewing, and you're the first person I've spoken with that sounds like they're actually from Texas. So here I am, you know. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what it's like to be a realtor here in Central Texas. So I am fairly new to the profession, and I am loving it, let me just say. So what I enjoy most about being an agent now is to just helping people find the house or the property that they want, that their heart is set on, and sometimes they don't even know. And what I love about it too is that a lot of times the things that they're looking for are not things that I would be drawn to, but it doesn't matter because I'm not living there, right? And people like what people like, and sometimes it's not what you like. So being able to help them really kind of focus in on the things that are important to them, all of a sudden they're important to me because I want to help them find those things, right? And so, you know, today I was helping this young man look for a house, and what I loved about just his sort of facial reactions as he's going through the different places was he's like, yeah, I mean, I could live here, but I'm not so into the aesthetics. Like, I want something that looks a little bit, you know, a little bit different, you know, the colors and things like that. And we found one that pretty much met the bill for all the things he was looking for. So I'm really hoping that works out for him. I think he'll be moving forward. But it kind of proved to me too, is like, you know, my job as an agent is to help you find what you want, right? Help you narrow down those searches, figure out what's important to you, and then help you locate it, help you find that's going to fit your price range, that is going to help fit your long-term goals, and right. So one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about is, you know, making that list of what is important to you. And a lot of times when you find that dream home, you can really hone in on those specifics. And then a lot of times as well, there's some give and take, right, of what's important and what is more important, that'll get you to that end spot, you know, that you want. So is it acreage? Do you want a bigger lot than, you know, in a master plan community where you may have 30, 60, 90 feet, you know, frontage? Or are you wanting something that you've got half an acre or an acre, you know, whatever it is? Figure out what kind of space you want. Also, decide what kind of square footage you want. What are the needs and the expectations of your family, you know, as you're looking for that. You know, what are the things that are important to you? So the square footage might be determined by maybe the number of bedrooms. Maybe you're more into the outdoor spaces. You know, what kind of things are you really looking for when it comes to amenities like, you know, the granite countertops? Do you want dark cabinets? Do you want light cabinets? You know, trying to sort of line those up so when we start doing searches, we can really narrow that down, you know, for you. So here in Central Texas right now, we have about 4 months worth of inventory. So if you're a buyer, it's great because you've got a lot of options, right? And depending on what city or what area you really want to live in, I can guarantee you there's something there that'll fit your need, right? If you are a seller, you know, no fear, like there are buyers coming. People are getting moved with companies. People are having to leave for jobs. So there's definitely movement happening, right? It just takes a little bit of patience, but especially as we head into this time of year, you have to understand, here we are in April. It's going to take 30 days to close. That takes you into May. You don't pay a mortgage your second, or your, the first month that you're in there. So your first mortgage payment, even right now, isn't until July. So that's why a lot of people, we're starting to see a lot more people asking and listing appointments happening and things like that, because people are wanting to start, moving on, getting that process going. So my recommendation to you is that if you find yourself in that position where you want to buy or sell, reach out to me. Let's do some searches. Let me do a market analysis if you're selling, so we can know how to properly price your home. If you're looking and you want a particular area, let's do that too. Let's do some searches. So reach out to me. You can comment here on whatever platform that you find this on. You can also DM me. You can send me a text, even give me a call, 512-796-7865, or you can email me, CourtneyAlcott@kw.com. Any of those ways we can connect. But mainly, let's just have a conversation, right? And see kind of how I can help you and help you just dial in your needs there. The other thing that I would say, I just wanted to talk briefly too about what it's like to live here in Central Texas. So I've been here just over 26 years, and we've been up in the Georgetown area since, I guess, probably 2008, I think. It's probably something like that. And what I can tell you about Georgetown specifically is that it's a very vibrant city. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of focus on the parks around Georgetown, things connected with that. We've got almost monthly this time of year, you're going to have First Saturday on the Square, which has a lot of vendors. You're going to have Friday night music on the Square, a lot of really active restaurants and shops on the Square. So there's always activity out there. Really, honestly, now it's like every day of the week. We were at a City of Georgetown update about a week and a half ago, and the amount of money and effort that they're putting in to continue to expand the downtown area, putting in parking garages to help with the parking because it is such a draw. We had 2 restaurants here in town that were on Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay in the last couple months. So that's a good draw. That's kind of fun. And then you've just got the yearly festivals. We've got Christmas Stroll in December. And if you don't know anything about Georgetown and Christmas, it is like a Hallmark movie. It's like every tree downtown. I think this camera's jumping around a bit. Every tree downtown is lit. This year they even added horse carriage rides, so that was something different, right? There's a parade we've got here in April coming up in just a couple weeks. We've got the Poppy Festival, which is our spring festival, also with a parade, a lot of vendors, food, all the things, right? It's super fun. We've got that coming up. This last weekend we actually had the Two Step In Country Music Festival here. This was the 3rd year that's happened here, and this was my first year to go, I'll say. So I went Saturday, and I froze my patootie off. It was so cold. The rain stopped before everything started, but it was overcast and cold. However, it was a great country music. Saturday night finished off with Alan Jackson, his last stop in Texas on his last call tour. So I think he's done with Texas, and I think he's almost done, making music on the road. So that was kind of a neat experience to have there. But it went on for 2 days. Around, I think I heard between 60 and 70,000 people is what I heard. So that's really a fun thing here. And then the market is just really good. I mean, there's still a lot of new home builds going in. If you're looking for a new build, honestly, right now, resale mortgages and stuff really can't compete with the rates that the new builds around are providing. I've seen some as low as 3.99 all the way up, 5.25, 5.55. They're just great rates. And so that's been a big draw around here. A lot of people want to move here. and it allows people to get something new without having to have a higher rate, that they would have to get through just a regular FHA loan outside of the builder's mortgage company. So anyway, that's a lot kind of going on there. But there's a lake. I was driving down past the lake earlier, had to do a little turnaround because I didn't want to pay to go through the gate. I just wanted to kind of drive down there and see what was happening. We've got lakes here, all sorts of hikes and bikes, trails. We've got a sort of a famous swimming hole downtown called Blue Hole. Again, at that meeting with Georgetown, City of Georgetown, a week or so ago, they talk about all the renovations they're going to be doing down there. A huge park system going in along the river, connecting some of the bigger parks, Gary Park we have here in town. So it's a great place to visit. It's a great place to live. HEB, I think we've got 3 in town right now. They're building a 4th one, probably only 2.5 miles from where I'm at. And people love their HEB, so if you've never lived in Texas, you're in for a treat, because most every area around Texas, outside of, I think North Texas is a little bit harder to find the HEBs, but originally from I think San Antonio area, if I'm not mistaken, we have a lot around. There's that. And anyway, I just think that if you haven't visited Central Texas, you need to. If you are considering moving around here, come check out Georgetown. It's great. So my goal in kind of even doing this video, and I apologize, my steering wheel is not middle of everything, but if I flip my camera around, it's really funky, so I'm gonna have to come out with a solution on that. But just look for more videos from me. I like having you take a ride with me. We'll be talking about other real estate things coming up, and some of the exciting things that I'm a part of from that perspective. And like I said, just watching clients just find that spot is rewarding. So for now, I think I'll probably cut this off now and just tell you, come back, look for more videos. If you have questions, definitely let me know, and I can address some of those that you have. What are your burning questions? Like, what's it like to live in Williamson County? Is now the right time to buy? What could I sell my home for? All those things that might be going off in your mind right now as to when and how you might want to move here. Let's talk about it, right? So anyway, stay tuned and please join me again. And like I said, I'll try to get this camera thing figured out, but right now this is the best I got, and I didn't want to pause it. I didn't want to I didn't want to not do it because I couldn't get my camera right. I'll have to work on that mount. But anyway, have a great day. Behave yourself, be good, and hopefully you'll join me again soon. All right, take care. Bye.